What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel, and you already know what it is. It's Mask on Sport. It's the morning after. It's the morning after, ladies and gentlemen. And how do I feel about this? I mean, I'm still buzzing. Do you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people would have thought that Manchester United would get to this point where we're actually in the top four. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's just for a few hours or whatever the case may be. But you know what? We're racking up the points. We're playing better. The pressure on the manager is decreasing by the game. So I mean, there's a lot to be hopeful for. There's a lot to be happy about. There's a lot to be excited about. And I've been saying this for a very long time. If there's anybody that have been following me from the beginning, and the main reason why I even started this channel is so that we need to support this manager. Obviously, I believe is the right man for the job. And yeah, the previous what would you want to call it, the results from last season up to this very moment hasn't been in the manager's favor. But one thing you need to understand is that when you're rebuilding, first you need to you start with the structure. You know what I'm saying? It's like building a house. You start with the foundation. You clear the land. You build a foundation before you start putting the building blocks on top of it. And I feel like that's last season was that. And at the beginning of this season, nobody can actually say it was a tactic. I didn't think it was a tactics. I mean, from the game against Arsenal, when we created 22 chances, or we created so many chances, that in itself should let you know that there's something brewing here. But the issue that I feel like Manchester United have had up to this very moment is with the players. And I'm going to start. I want to talk about a couple of things, actually, not a lot, but I want to start with the players. Um, I think we're starting to see that the players are starting to gain a bit more confidence from the game against Sunderland. And then we went on to Liverpool to win at Anfield. And this game against Brighton yesterday pretty much show the level of confidence that these players now have under them. And one thing you need to understand is that it's to gain this confidence. It wasn't a thing that it just came out of nowhere. No, it didn't. It's a process. It was a process that started. I mean, look at the likes of Brian Burmo, the likes of Matthias Cunha. These were confident players before we signed them. But one thing that people don't understand is the pressure. The pressure to play for Manchester United, the pressure that is under the club is currently facing, being in the situation that it currently is as well. All of this pressure will obviously piled onto the players as well. And when you have ability but you can't play under pressure, you look like you're not the you're not part. You can't be part of the team, obviously, because if you're not playing with confidence. For example, Mo Salah right now. Nobody can deny Mo Salah's ability. You can't deny his ability. But when you don't have the confidence, that's what's showing right now. He doesn't have the confidence yet. And that was a lot of the things why we was getting from these players. Is that their confidence was shattered, and we can see that in the last three games they've been building their confidence, and now their confidence at the optimal level, and they feel like they can do, and if they can do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? And also another thing I wanted to talk about is their hard work. They work hard. They've been working hard. They've been fighting. They work hard to gain this confidence, if that makes sense. So they've been working hard to gain this confidence at the same time as well. And they're starting to believe. That's another key word, is believing. They're starting to actually believe, not just in themselves. They're believing in the manager. They're believing in the tactical ingenuity that this manager is bringing up. They have the confidence to carry out the tactical the tactical demand of the manager. And if when you start to believe in yourself and in your ability, and you start to believe in the manager that whatever the manager wants me to do, yeah, he believes I can do it. That's why it's telling me to do it. So when you start to see things like that as a player, you're getting confidence from your manager, you're getting confidence from the fan, and you're getting goals and assists. That will again boost your confidence. And not only would that help individual players, but collectively as a team. it would help them as well. So that's another thing that I want to talk about. Another thing I want to talk about is the belief in their own ability. Now, there's one thing to believe in, like I said about Mo Salah. There's one thing to believe in your ability that, you know what, I'm great, I'm good, I can do this, I can do that. But what about the pressure? The pressure that comes with it. When you play for Manchester United, it's not just any other team. It's different from when you play for Liverpool. It's different from when you play for Man City. It's different from when you play for Arsenal. It's different from when you play for any other Chelsea and all of that. It's so different because there's a reason why we're the biggest club in England. The pressure, this historical pressure that comes with being a Manchester United player will also dampen your ability if you don't have the confidence or the belief in yourself to carry forward, to feel like, you know what, I can play for this team, for this great team. I can play for this great team. If you don't have that belief and the confidence in your ability to play under pressure at Manchester United, it's going to be difficult for you to succeed. It's going to be difficult because it's going to be frantic for you. It's going to be panicky for you. But one thing we've seen with Brandon Mboma and Matthias Cunha is that they're not frantic. They've welcomed the pressure. They're taking on the pressure. Now they're reveling in the actual pressure. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I've noticed about these players at Manchester United. Now let's move on to the tactics. I want to start by saying that I've never thought that there was a problem with Amorim's tactics. I didn't think that was a problem. Like I said, from when we started the season with Arsenal, I knew that the tactic wasn't a problem. The problem, because we were creating chances, the manager actively was making tactical tweaks in live games. Do you know what I'm saying? In live games, even before the games. I mean, the game against Liverpool should tell you everything you need to know. He changed everything for that game. And I said that in my video as well. Go check it out. That this manager is using Manchester United's the squad strength that he has to play every opponent and use that to find their weaknesses in the opponent. And that's what he's been doing. He done that against Liverpool. He done that against Brighton yesterday as well. Now, this is where I want to tell you where he did it. If you look at the way we played yesterday, and this is where having a good goalkeeper, or a goalkeeper that gives you confidence, this is where it comes from as well. Look at our back three. Look how far up they pushed up. And look how much they press when they need to. Like, if you look at the game for the first 10 minutes, we was over pressing and they were just going through us. But Amorim noticed that and thought, you know what, let's not over press them. We're going to press them gradually. And gradually we press them. And then when we get when the ball goes off and they have to take a goal kick, look how much pressure and how we push them. We push them so far up into their own half, they start to make mistakes. And that's where the first goal came from. That's where the second goal came from. Is because we was applying so much pressure on them so that they can't bypass us. And then again, another thing you need to understand is Luke Shaw, Euro, De Ligt, they were perfect in their job because they know that they got a keeper that they have faith and confidence in. So they stop up as well, allowing the two pivot in Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes to push further up and squeeze them in their own half, squeeze them at the edge of their own box. That's another live tactical tweak that this manager is making. And if you don't see that, then you can't say that, oh, this manager ain't good enough, or this manager is not making tactical changes, or he doesn't know what he's doing. This manager perfectly know what he's doing. And we saw that against Sunderland, we saw it against Liverpool, and we saw it yesterday as well. Now, I want to close by saying accountability. Now, the manager can be, you have to be right as a fan to criticize the manager. But there are certain things that is out of the manager's hand. Missing chances, missing goal chances, that's out of the manager's hand. There's a reason why Patrick Dogu is out of the starting lineup. And clearly when he came on as well, you saw it. His first touch could have been it did cost us a goal. His first touch was a foul, cost us a goal. Could have been a red card as well. Could have been a red card and we would have been in serious trouble. So players also need to start taking accountability. and start understanding the reason why they're being dropped. Kobe Mano as well, it was flipping and flapping all over the place. And you can see as well, this, the moment Casemiro went off and Ugarte and the Kobe Mano came onto the midfield, the game changed. The game changed completely because the players that were in that midfield that were doing that job, they've left. Now we've brought in another set of players. So we need to get better in that in that department. But let me go back to what I was saying in terms of when Dogu made that mistake. He needs to hold himself accountable in that situation because he was the reason why we got that first goal in. Joshua Zexi as well. I'm not criticizing these players, but they need to hold themselves accountable. He switched off, allowing the second goal to go in. That header, the I can't remember, is the striker, the 20-year-old. That header in the near post to go in. They need to do better. These players need to start holding themselves accountable. And the manager needs to start holding himself accountable as well because of the right, he needs to start making the right substitution at the right time. Do you know what I mean? But again, you can't fault him for Dogu's foul. You can't also fault him for the goal against Zetsi. These are individual players' errors. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the accountability that we need to take accountability ourselves as well and understand that we can't keep criticizing over something that this manager has no control over. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just all I wanted to say. I just wanted to obviously let people know that there's a reason why obviously Manchester United are playing the way they're playing now. There's a lot more confidence and belief within this group of players, and long may live on. I look forward to our next game, and yeah, hopefully we can make it 4 in a row when we go to Nottingham Forest. I actually believe we're going to beat Nottingham Forest away as well because yeah, these players are just up for it now. They're up for it. They've tasted the win. They know how it feels. They're intoxicated by it. The top 4 is a beautiful place to be. I'm pretty sure they would want to push on as well. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this video, and also where do you feel United is going to finish this season? Leave a comment in the comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.